Hi, my name's Cody, and today we'll be going over how to move game objects. So first thing we want to do is just create a cube, and this is just the object that we're going to move over time. We're going to use something called transform.translate. Unity has great documentation on this stuff, and I highly recommend you check it out. For now, we're going to create another script. So let's right-click in here in our scripts folder, create a C# script. And let's just name it move object. Awesome. Let's open it up. Great. So a brief introduction to the starter code in a Unity class is this start and update. Start is called when it starts, so typically one time, and it's right when you press play. Now update happens once every frame, as it says here. And this is where actually our logic is going to go. And it'll make more sense when we start writing it out. So what we want to do is take the transform, right, this cube, and we want to translate it or move the cube in a specific direction over time. So as you see, this transform z value changing as we move it on the z-axis. Now we want to change this value over time so we can move the cube like we're moving it now without us dragging it. So let's do this through code. If we go back here to our script, move object, and we type in transform, and what this does is reference the transform that's on this game object. So wherever this script is, whatever game object this is on, it's going to reference that game object's transform. So we know that the transform is in charge of the game object's position. So this is why we start here. So we do transform.translate with a capital T. Don't forget that. It's really important. So now we have transform.translate. And what we're really saying here is we want this transform to translate or move. And inside the parentheses, we're going to pass in the position. So we're saying, I want you to move to this position. However, we don't want it to just happen once. And we don't want to just instantly jump to that position. So what we're going to do is say, I want you to move to this position over time. So we want to multiply it by time. So let's start there. Let's do vector 3. Now, when you type out vector 3, you see all of these options here. We have back, down, forward. Let's just start with forward. Forward is actually the z-axis. And if we look here, it actually says it's shorthand for writing vector 3, 0, 0, 1, which is this right here, right? So if we do 0, 0, 0, and then we replace z with a 1, so we're saying that code is shorthand for this right here, this action, which is really cool, right? Now we just need to do this smoothly over time. So let's go back to our code. So we want to do vector 3 dot forward. And let's multiply this by time.delta time. And this just means the current time. So we are moving the object forward along its z-axis 1 unit a second. So it's going to go from 0 to 1 on the z-axis in 1 second. That's what this line of code does. So let's save that. Let's go back, let it compile. Make sure we have our move object script on the game object cube. And what we're going to do is play. And we should see our cube move forward at 1 unit a second, which seems to be happening, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. So actually we're seeing our code come to life. This is really cool. And that's just a brief introduction into transform.translate and moving objects. There is a few other ways you can move objects. You can apply force to a rigid body. We'll get into that in another video, but this is the simple way for now to move your objects in a specific direction.